Hello and a very warm welcome to my live. We are coming to you live from Northampton in the UK. It is 6 minutes past 6 on the Tuesday 27th of June 2023. I love my numbers, 66. I was talking to someone earlier. I was doing a reading. I was doing a Pathfinder reading for someone. And we had numbers up then. And then I posted something today saying that I wanted to have 777 subscribers for my YouTube channel by the 7th of July. And another lot of 7 numbers. And I discovered I just need 11 people more to subscribe. And I have manifested my dream. OMG. Don't we just love numbers? I'm not sure how we might do today. Might do numbers, I don't know. But just in case, while I'm waiting for people to realise I'm late, I'm live and late. No, what's a few moments between friends? I will do the, just in case we do readings. The cards I may or may not be using today is the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Carl Gray. You need to be over 18 to have a reading. If you're under 18, you need parental consent and parent needs to be there. Not allowed to give legal, medical, financial advice or pregnancy advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. If you choose to use it for any other reason apart from entertainment, it's down to you and not down to me. So we have done the legal disclaimer. Quite a long title for today. Yes, they meant to be. I was doing something today and it says please keep your title to 9 words. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 words tonight. Well, I don't know how to put it. So what is the title? Shift your perspective, raise your vibration. Action is the art of manifesting compassion for yourself and others. So what a big title, what a lot to get through to. So first of all, thank you to everyone who joined me last night and joined in my fun and laughter and my anecdotes of Glastonbury. I manifested that. Now we talked about my journey and how we manifested the tickets and then how we manifested everything that went into it, and then wow, there we are, there was the journey. And putting it into perspective, there's this girl, a beautiful girl, she joins us, her lovely name is Jo, and she's going for something really big, which is way out of her comfort zone. But the first thing she did, our beautiful girl, was when she heard about this thing she's going to go for, her first comment was, oh, not with me, anxiety, panic, and who will look after the kids and stuff if I do it. She's going to try and win a trip to Kos, Kos, an island in Greece. She's going to do it. However, what happened was, first of all, her first perspective, even before, we're going to go, it's like, oh, I don't think I can do it, but who will look after my kids and stuff. And it was like, hang on. You're thinking about what if, but you haven't actually done the action to achieve it. And you could be going on and decide that, I won't go for this. But the thing is, she's now decided, I am going to go for it. And if I do win the trip to Greece, then I'm going to worry about who's going to look after my kid and my sons for me. I said, just put it into perspective first, a bit at a time. Why focus on what could possibly happen when you haven't even you haven't even left the starting blocks. And so she was like hesitating, thinking, oh, I won't start this journey because if I do win the trip, who will look after my children? But the trip isn't tomorrow, the trip isn't next week, the trip isn't next month, it's not until a few months time. So she's got plenty of time to start working for it and then putting out feelers and saying, look, I'm going on this trip if I win it, and who can look at. She can start putting it all out, just like when I was doing my manifesting for my Glastonbury. When we applied for the tickets, I didn't do anything about, how am I going to cope with Joey? How am I going to cope with my arthritis? How am I going to cope with my anxiety? No, we just thought, right, let's do day one. We need the tickets first. If we get the tickets, then we will start ticking things off, make a list. And I was working with a beautiful client today, an absolutely amazing client, absolutely one of my ideal Pathfinder clients, absolutely. We had the reading, the mentoring, and the actually didn't really need much planning of action because he actually sort of vaguely knew what he was doing. It was more of a confirmation that he was on the right path. But it was lovely. And we was talking about, things. And he does that now because he was going with the flow of things. And how do you go with flow? Well, he says, now I write things down. When I need a job done, he was like, this needs to be done that day. He writes it down. And then it's there. And then when he's got time, he ticks it off, ticks it off, ticks it off. And so he's not getting overwhelmed rather than I've got to do this, got to do this, got to do this, it's got to do this. So it's like, yes, these are what I've got to do. This is how I want the ending, and what are the jobs I need to do to get to the end. So I write those jobs down, and then as I do each one, it takes me closer and closer to where I want to be. And I'm loving it. And he's putting it into perspective. And it's saying shift your perspective. Shift yourself from the negative. Shift yourself from the what if. Shift yourself from, oh, I can't do this, or I won't be able to do that. And that's why you're going to stop yourself from doing it. These are the excuses, the stories, the lies. Your ego is telling you, the lies that community is telling you, the lies that the government is telling you, the lies that your teachers, your peers, your family, your so-called friends, etc. You need to shift your perspective. And rather than sort of focusing the perspective of the focus of, oh, I won't do this because this may happen, I won't do that. Just go, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. You know, it's like, you don't want to write a book. But then it's like, well, I won't write a book because, you know, I haven't got someone to publish it. No, people don't do that. They write the book and then they start trying to get it published. They're not going to stop going, no, I won't write it because I haven't, because you can't go, a complete novice who's never written anything, you can't go knocking on HarperCollins and go, hi, I want to write a book, will you? They won't do that. Look, F off. Come back to me with the script. And then if you can't get it published, then why not do self-publishing? I was talking to the client today. I said, you know what? Why are you wanting to write a book? Why do you ever want to do any of these things? Shift the perspective. Why and what is it that you want to do? Why are you doing these things? I want to write a book. Why did I want to create my deck of cards? I wanted to create my deck of cards because I wanted this deck of cards. And it didn't really matter whether anyone else had a copy of my deck of cards. It didn't matter whether anyone bought a deck of cards. I did it for my own self-gratification. Now that might sound egotistic, but that is what I did. Now, if after I created this deck of cards, and I thoroughly enjoyed the process, and I shifted the perspective is, you know, when I go through it, and I didn't worry about, oh, I want to create the card, or, you know, who am I going to get the artist, how am I going to channel all the messages from the fairies, who's going to do the painting, how are we going to create it, who's going to print it and stuff. If I'd got all that, I would never have done it. But in the end, I just said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And we put it up to the universe, and slowly it was like, well, have you got the affirmation? Yeah, I've got the affirmations. We've done that. Okay, I need an artist. And then we talked about the pictures. And it was luckily that the artist had actually created a deck of cards before. So she actually knew how the design, she knew how to create the cards, she knew what needed for the box as well. So it was great artists who came to me, and it was like it all fitted. And then it was like, right, who are we going to print out? And I just put it out there, and someone said, oh, they use this company, we use that company, and I did it, and I shifted my perspective from the massive outcome. I'm going, oh, you know, I want to sell these, and I want to sell 100,000 decks, and I want to be Amazon top #1. My perspective was, I just wanted to create a deck of cards, and if anyone else took pleasure from my deck of cards, that is a bonus. And that's like, if you write the book, and I was speaking to my client today, and I said, you know, at the end of the day, why are you writing the book? Well, I want to tell the story. And I went, well, yes, you want to tell the story to everyone else, but at the end of the day, he was saying it was actually quite cathartic, writing the story, writing it all down, sharing this. And then it's like, yeah, and I said, if at the end of the day it's just you and your partner who reads it, that is all there is. And that's what you want to do. You don't have to go, I'm going to write a book because I want to be a book and be a top seller. You're going to get crushed because not everybody out there who writes a book is going to be a top #1 seller. You go into a bookshop. How many books are there? How many books on Amazon? How many books are there written every day in the world, in the UK? Hundreds. So they don't all make #1. They can't. There's 100 books. Only one of them is going to be #1. Second one's #2. So it can't be. You've got to shift your perspective to, why are you doing this? Why are you going for your dreams? What is it that you want? What will bring you peace, joy and happiness? And then if at the end of the day, if anyone else benefits from your joy, your peace, your happiness. That is a win-win situation. And this is what this is all about, shifting your perspective. Raising your vibration is part of this shifting your perspective. It's taking yourself from the focus of the negativity, the what if, I won't do that because if this happens and that happens and blah blah blah. It's taking the vibration from the down here to the up here, because we all want to go from here to here. We want to go from elephant manure to rainbows and moonbeams. And that's what we want. So shifting your perspective away from the people and shifting your perspective in the way you think, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you dress. Exactly. I mean, if you want to be like a Kardashian and you want to have this, you don't see the Kardashians turning up in their, well, I don't know because I don't watch the Kardashians as far as I'm aware, but you don't see them turning up. Okay, let's take because I don't really like. Right, Princess of Wales, Catherine, Prince William's wife, King William, Prince William's. Oh, what do I know? Oh, I wonder why I said King William. Prince William's wife, Catherine. You never see her out and about in joggings, in ripped jeans, in old plimsolls. You don't see her with curlers in her hair. You don't see her like that because of who she represents. She is the princess. She is married to the future king, etc. like that. And we have things. So her perspective is, I can't be seen outside, because she is a Princess of Wales. She is going to be a future queen. She is dressing and acting and talking and walking the role of a future queen. Future queens do not dress with t-shirts with CND on, campaign against nuclear disarmament. Future queens do not walk around, but she may at home with a curler in, and she may first thing in the morning won't have her makeup on, but everything she does, whenever you see her, the way she speaks, the way she acts, she's being the perspective of a future queen. She is stepping into it. And this is what you've got to do. Step the perspective. If you want to be an author, you have to live like an author, dream like an author, speak like an author, be creative like an author. If you want to be a dancer, you have to live the life of a dancer. You have to keep fit and healthy, eat healthy foods, you have to exercise every day, and so on and so forth. If you want to be a professional dancer, it's no good sitting on your arse all day, eating crisps and watching rom-com movies. Quite clearly, I don't want to be a professional ballet dancer. However, if there's anyone here, I'm not getting any comments, so if anyone's here, please pop up and say hello, because I'm not getting any comments. So I'm not sure if anyone's watching or if anyone's watching. And if anything I'm saying, let me know if it makes sense. So it's shifting your perspective of your whole life. If you want to be a bank manager, and when you go, oh hi, they are working. If you want to be a bank manager, if you want to go and get a loan from your local bank, or you want to go and get your mortgage, or you want to go and get an overdraft or anything like that, when you walk into a bank, the people behind the tills, the people who read you, they're not going to come out in a scruff. Oh, we have got people. Comments are working. Hallelujah. People won't come out from wearing, like I said, jeans and a scruffy t-shirt. All right? I mean, would you want to go into a bank and a manager comes out, unless it's like Dress Down Friday or it's Christmas Day and it's a Christmas jumper day? Yeah, slightly different. Christmas jumper day, yeah, you expect that because the whole country wears Christmas jumpers on Christmas jumper day. Okay, so that's the normal. But on a normal everyday, when you go anywhere, you see this bank manager, but he dresses like a bank. It's all right, come in, Anna. He dresses like a bank manager, and it's like, yes, I dress like a bank manager, I act like a bank manager, I talk like a bank manager. This is why I can't be a bank manager, because you wouldn't go on and get some money off me and go, oh, she's wearing it like this and she's wearing her shorts and stuff like that. I mean, not that I know how to lend it, but you know what I mean. You have to shift your perspective into who you want to be, and that part of the perspective is focusing on what it is you want. And a lot of people don't know what it is. So shift your perspective into where you want to be. Start acting where you want to be. Start doing and saying. So if I want to be this, say, person who knows about the law of attraction, I am doing it. You're seeing me working with the law of attraction. You see me manifesting. You see me acting. You see me, and I've taught you how I did the Glastonbury. I taught you through the process of what I did, my actions I took while I was working with the law of attraction, the law of manifestation, the law of polarity, and all these things that I work with. I'm constantly showing you. And also at the end of the day, you see it works. Because there is proof in the pudding. If it didn't work, I would not have my set of cards. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be having this beautiful flat I'm living in. If it didn't work, I wouldn't have gone to Glastonbury. If it didn't work, I wouldn't have been met Carl Gray. Oh, I can still smell his aftershave. And he'd gone off give nice cuddles. So, but I do all this to show you it works. When I do the card readings and I give you a very brief interpretation of the card readings, I am demonstrating my expertise to show, I do know how to do a reading. And if you connect with me and you're thinking, yes, the guidance she's giving me on these daily lives, and it's only a 1-card reading, but it's giving you an insight. It's like, she does know what she's doing. She uses the right language. She's talking about affirmations. She's talking about connecting with people and so on and so forth. Oh, we've got Andrea, Jeanette, Tara, Sally, all the best goddesses that we've got. So we've got all this shifting the perspective, and it's that demonstrating every day when I come on here that I demonstrate to you that I have got the expertise. I do sort of ish know what I'm talking about. No. If you know what I mean. However, what it is, I had to come looking for you. Oh yeah, I was 6 minutes late. 6 minutes late. I don't know why people aren't. You maybe need to go on to notifications and not just be my friend. Need to be a follower as well. So be my follower as well. Then you get there. But you found me. You found me. So don't forget to share. Jeanette's shared. Tara, I'm not sure if you shared, and so on and so forth. So this is the shifting of your perspective and raising your vibration, because when you raise your vibration, you're moving yourself from down here to up here, or from here to here. You're usually up top. That could be quite sexual. You're usually up top. Yep, I'm on the top. Yes, because I'm up there. Hey, that makes me feel good. Yeah, the Facebook is recognizing my expertise. Woohoo! Okay, so raising your vibration, because if you want to go from here, whatever here is, you haven't got your car, you haven't got the home, you haven't got the money, you're here. But this is where you want, so you haven't got the money. So wherever you're going to go, here or here, or I go from here to here, you're raising your vibration, you're moving. You're going from one vibration of a lack, of a not, I haven't got, you're moving into I want, to the having. So you're moving from a place of lack to a place of having, a place of abundance. Whether that abundance is good health, your money, your friends, the place of a beautiful home, the place of a job, a place of a holiday, a place of your vacuum cleaner, wherever you're wanting to move to, you're going from a place of not to a place to yes. And when you go from a not, it's here. When you go to a place of yes, it's here. So it's the raising of vibration. But you can't have the vibration if you're still in here. You need to do the work as well. And this is why I'm saying the perspective, shift your perspective. If you want this life of living in a home, and it's like, yes, I'm feeling joyful, happiness, you've got to start shifting yourself into a life of feeling joyful, happy. Because when you've got your home, you go, I'm going to be grateful. Well, why not start being grateful for what you've got now? And you've already got that feeling, and you're moving into that gratitude. I'm thankful for what I've got now. I'm thankful for my flat, and I'm going to be grateful for this amazing home that I'm going to be manifesting, my next start of my journey. I'm on a new journey, constantly changing, constantly raising my vibration to more and more and more and more. But it's shifting your perspective from the not to the there. And if you're constantly going, oh, I can't do this, not able to do this, poor me, or I won't do this because this could possibly happen, oh, I won't go forward, and what it is, it's this ego stopping you. The ego giving you the stories, the ego's giving you the false lies to keep you down here in the low energy. And what we want to do is shift your perspective. I don't think we've got many people on today. I'll keep going. And action is the art of manifesting. And when you shift your perspective, you're doing an action of shifting. You're shifting from here to here, or from here to here, or wherever you're going, from a place from lack to a place of abundance. So you're just doing that constant shift. So you're shifting the perspective, but you're doing an act. You're actioning it. You want to be a writer? Start writing. You want to be a dancer? Start dancing. You want to be a car mechanic? Go and learn how to be a car mechanic. You want to be a lawyer or a solicitor? Go and do your law degree. If you want a home in the middle of the countryside, go and do your research and find out how much it is, and then start going, right, to get this home in the countryside, it's going to cost me this. What actions? And rather than going, oh, I haven't got the money, I can't afford it, got the money, you go, the actions I need to manifest the money so I can get this beautiful home. What actions do I need to manifest the money to get this, whatever it is? And it's interesting, I was joined a lot, well, the guy was doing the live and I was watching, just like you are now. He was talking and someone said, oh, money isn't important, they said. And I went, and he went, well, and I went, yes, money is important. When people go, oh, money isn't important to me. Money isn't important to me. That is complete and utter bullshit. Money has to be important to everyone. Because without money, you can't pay your rent. Without money, you can't buy the food to eat. Without money, you can't buy the clothes. So money is important. It is important that you have some money so you can buy the clothes, the knickers and the bras. You've got the money to buy your car or whatever. Yes, you may not be the importance is having £1 million isn't important. What the importance is, money is important to every single one of us. Because if money isn't important to you, you would have absolutely nothing. You need money to buy your Starbucks. You need money to buy your McDonald's. You need money. Anna's just come in now, probably for the news. She did the food shop. She needed money to go and buy the food for our dinner tonight and my salad for tomorrow. Woohoo! So money is important because without money, you could not survive. This is how the world operates at the moment. All right, so shift your perspective. When you say money isn't important to you, if I suddenly said to you, right, you've got no more money ever again. When people say to you, money's not important, I go, right, that's it, you're never having another penny again. And you're sitting there in your home and suddenly you've got no electricity in your home. Suddenly you're evicted because you haven't paid the rent or the mortgage. Suddenly your tummy is rumbling because you haven't got money to buy your food. Suddenly you're frigging freezing because you haven't got money to buy your winter coat. Suddenly you haven't got your feet are sore because you haven't got money to buy your shoes. So money is important, and unfortunately at this time where we are, it is money and business. But what you've got to do is shift your perspective to going, money is important, because that's what happens. It's like it's a negativity. Money is important for us all to survive. But what it is shifting is, I've got the abundance to get me through. And what it is, you know what, money is important to every single one of us. But what it is important is that you have enough money so you don't need to worry about, oops, the light has gone off. Oops, there's a hole in my coat, I can go and buy another coat. Oops, I'm hungry, I've got food in the cupboard. Hi Julie-Sian, long time no see. So this is it important. You've got to start the perspective, because when you go money isn't important, oh that's not important. It's like when it's suddenly removed from you, you suddenly realise it is. Look at me at Glastonbury. Suddenly realise how lovely when I came home yesterday, a hot bath. Oh my poor drains. They didn't like my house. I'd all had a bath and shower, and then I had a bath and a shower to wash it all off. The water was filthy. But you know what? I suddenly realised how lovely it is to have hot water and soap and to boil the kettle and not have to walk half a mile to go and get boiled. There was boiled water, whatever. But you suddenly realise, and a toilet that flushes and toilet roll, and not having to sit there with Vicks sinus up your nose with a roll ball like this and not gagging and throwing up. Wow! Suddenly it's like, yeah, my bathroom. I love my bathroom. So it's like the perspective. So it's shifting your perspective and then manifesting. But this action of shifting from here to here is part of the action. So we've only got 3 people here tonight, so join in the conversation. So action is the art of the things, but it's the compassion for yourself and for others. Because it's like when you are doing these things, and yes, you're doing it for yourself, you know, what is it that you want? You know, I go people, oh, I want my children to be happy. I want it. But it's like, yeah, but your idea of happiness may not be their idea of happiness. Oh, I want my children to have a great job. But what your idea of a great job may be a bank manager. Their idea of a great job is to be a tarot reader, living in a mobile home, in a motorhome, travelling around the countryside. So what that may be is what your dream of happiness, and you go, oh, what are you giving up your life and going to a tarot reader and travelling in a motorhome? Julie Jones knows what I'm talking about, going from place to place to place in a motorhome. And it's like, you know, what you may think is happy is someone else's happiness, but it's like being compassionate. And when you're trying to be of service for others, rather than, oh, I want all this money. And I've just said, yeah, contradictory, money is important. But when you get the perspective of too much money, or I want too much of this or do that, because you see people, you know, I want to be fit and healthy. And yeah, fit and healthy, but someone might think they're fit and healthy is just having a little bit of slimness, nice little bit body, few little tiny, you know, a shaped body. Someone else's fitness may be a bodybuilder. Someone else may think being fit is to do a marathon. Someone else being fit think, I just want to do 5k. Someone else want to be fit like me, who just want to go up and down my stairs into my flat without puffing. We've all got to shift our perspective to what is suitable for us. But when you suddenly start thinking is how is my life as benefit to me, it can also be of benefit to others. And being compassionate towards yourself and compassionate towards others. Now, if you're on my Healing Hands, Julie-Sian Healing Hands Facebook page, the message today was a manifesting tool is compassion. And when you're being compassionate, self-compassion is allowing for and accepting your self-perceived imperfections. You're being compassionate towards yourself that, yeah, I'm not perfect. You will never, ever, ever be perfect because you will be always striving for something else. There is always going to be something. More money, more food, more friends, more love, more fitness, lose another pound here, another pound here, going to wear these set of clothes, yeah, and that for the clothes, yeah, oh now it's brand new, that was perfect, now I've worn those clothes for a year, I need another new, so they're imperfect. You've got to accept yourself for your self-perceived imperfections, okay, because we are all perfectly imperfect. Your eyes, your nose, your smile, your teeth, the hair colour, your boobs, your big boobs, your little boobs, your bottom, little bottoms, big bottoms. You've got to be self-compassionate, speaking to yourself with loving kindness, even when you don't feel particularly good. And when you're speaking kind, going, it's okay, Julie-Sian, today is a bad day, today is okay if you just sit on the couch and heal and rest and sleep. Because that is what your body is, and I'm being loving kindness. Don't go, oh my Julie-Sian, you lazy big fat pig, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm resting, I'm healing. So when you're particularly not feeling good for yourself, don't beat yourself up. Would you want someone else to come to you and go, well, when you're feeling a down day, and go, oh yeah, you are a big fat elephant? No, they would come and go, oh, be nice, you know, what can I do to help you? Be compassionate and speak to yourself with loving kindness. Self-compassion is accepting and receiving love from yourself and others. And knowing you do not need to do be or achieve anything to deserve that love. Yes, self-compassion means to receive love for yourself, to receive love from others. But you don't need to do anything to get the love. Oh, I do this for this person, I do this for that person, and they give nothing back. You shouldn't be doing that, because expecting to do something in return for love is a fake love. It's a false love. If you suddenly go, oh yeah, I got 100% in my exam, and then it's like, people are still going to, if I got 99% in my exam, I'm a failure. You're not. You did 99%. But you do still deserve the love, whether you failed or passed. You don't need to do all these things to get people to love you. Why do you do these things? Bringing attention. Look, I did this. Look at me. Love me. Love me. Love me. That is not compassion. Knowing you do not need to do, be, or achieve anything to deserve that love. You are deserving of love for you. For you, your perfectly imperfections. I don't need to go to Glastonbury to receive your love. I don't need to create my cards to receive your love. I don't need to be a tarot reader. I just need to be me, Julie-Sian. If you don't like me, that's fine. If you do love me, that's fine as well. I just need to be me, my true, authentic self. And be deeply compassionate with yourself, even if you feel you are not 100% perfect all of the time. And that is perfectly okay. You can't be 100% perfect all the time. Look at an oak tree. You've got the oak, the acorn. That's a perfectly perfect acorn. But suddenly the acorn splits open and a little head appears. Well, that acorn is not perfect anymore. It's split open. But he's perfectly perfect, because out of that acorn is growing up the start of an oak tree. And this oak tree has a trunk. And as it's growing, it then changes, and more branches comes, and leaves come, and branches comes, and leaves come, and leaves fall and drop, and then leaves come again in spring, and they go pale green, light green, summer green, then they go orange and red. It's constantly changing. It's never going to get perfect, because it's going to change. And you've got to accept that you love yourself compassionately. Even when you're not feeling 100%, even on those days when you're feeling ugh, that moment when you wake up in the morning, the alarm's gone off. How many of you wake up and crawl out of bed and you look in yourself in the mirror? That is you, your true, authentic, perfectly perfect self. And then you wash your face, you put your makeup on, you put your clothes on, you have your cup of tea, but you're still perfect at different stages, and you've got to be compassionate with yourself, caring and loving. And one of the greatest manifesting tools is being compassionate to yourself, being compassionate to others, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and raise people up all the time. Does this make sense to anyone? Okay, good evening. Just back from yoga. Oh, Lavender Moon. How was yoga? I'm glad you're there. And there's not many people here tonight, so I'm just rabbiting. 33 minutes, 33 seconds, and we've got 3 people watching. 33 minutes, 33 seconds, and 3 people watching. What is my title again? So, compassion for yourself and for others. It is the greatest manifesting tool. The joy that Glastonbury Festival brought to so many people. Yes, it was probably a nightmare. Can you imagine being the organiser, having to organise everything for Glastonbury? What a headache, you know? All the dustbin men, all the volunteers to pick up the rubbish, all the toilet cleaners, all the food suppliers, all the product suppliers, all the lighting people, all the sound equipment, all the groups, all the lorries to get the sound equipment there, the transport to get Elton John there, the person who set up all the fireworks there. all that, all the on the midsummer eve, summer solstice, there were fires all round, things, people bringing in wood and setting fire. It's amazing. We had to do it doors today because it's been off and on. Oh, okay, indoors today because it's been off and on rain. Great. But the thing is, you enjoyed it. The lady who's run it, she's got her she's compassionate about sharing her love of yoga. You're compassionate about going, and it does you so much, and it brings you joy, it brings her joy, it raises your vibration. You're being compassionate to yourself because you realize this yoga, it does you so much good. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually and psychologically. Gets you out your flat. It gets you out meeting people. You're doing something you're enjoying. You're connecting with a community who people love yoga together. If you didn't like yoga, you wouldn't be in the room, okay? And it does you go, and yes, okay, it rained. So you still did the yoga. You went inside. You shifted the perspective. The perspective is, right, it's raining. We're going to do this inside. It's not, we're going to cancel. We're just going to do the perspective of, it was going to be outside, but we're going to, perspective is going to do it inside. So this is what we're doing. And they're manifesting it. And it's like, yeah. And Lavender Moon knew she wanted to do something. She's manifesting. She's loving her yoga. It's getting her out there. And it's doing her brilliant. Like I said. But the compassion, she's been compassionate to herself. She accepts that this week, yesterday was a bit of an off day. But that's fine. And that's perfectly perfect to have an imperfect off day. Because that was your perfect day. Your perfect day yesterday was to have the, and it sounds silly, to have the anxiety. Because what did it do? It led you to having a clean out of the cupboards. And I bet now when you go to the cupboards, it's like, wow, I can find things. I've got rid of everything that was out of date. I've got rid of things. And it's like, yeah, yes, you may be knackered. But now you go, whoa. Swing the benefits. The perspective is, yeah. So I hope you do. So I hope you're better today. But it's like, and it was perfectly okay to have an imperfect day yesterday. Perfectly okay. Because that is the day you had to have. And you were compassionate about it. You went into it. Yes, I'm anxious, so I'm accepting it. I'm having an anxious day. Okay, what I'm going to do about it? Why? I'm going to flip it round. It brings out my OCD. I'm going to do the cleaning. Yay, got a clean flat. Just means for the rest of the week you don't have to do any more cleaning. A win-win process. Thank you for my anxiety tackle and things. But it's, and then you had it yesterday. Today, then you managed to go out to your yoga class. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And it's shifting the perspective. But it's the action of cleaning. You've got a clean flat. And it's like, yeah, I've done it now. Hey, what else? Me and my friend was laughing doing the yoga advert when they say, it's my we I'm worried about letting go. As well. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, that's a we. Yeah, did you? What, I hope you take your tenor, ladies. Boy, did I have to take my tenor, ladies, when I was at Glastonbury. Oh, we ladies of a certain age. Other products also available, or other companies also available, if you know what I mean. Has anything that I've said today made sense with anyone? Talking about, I can't remember what the title is now. Shift your perspective, raising your vibration. Action is the art of manifesting. Compassion for yourself and for others. You've got to be the compassion. Starts with yourself. Being kind with yourself. Being kind to other people. Yes, everyone has an opinion. Just as everyone has an arsehole, we've all got to use our arsehole. You're all entitled to use your arseholes. You're all entitled to express your opinion. But if you're going to express your opinion, express it in a kind way. If you're going to get a point over to someone, rather than start saying, oh, you stupid idiot, you prat, that means you don't know how to express your viewpoint. But when you can sit there and go, look, I like to explain my viewpoint, that to get the law of attraction, you need the action. Can you see the difference? You need to be compassionate. When people start calling people names and saying, oh, you fat idiot, you prat, you arsehole, you're this, that, that, it's because they know they're on the loss They don't know how to get their point of view over in a correct and a compassionate way. But if you can express your viewpoint in a compassionate way, going, I believe this and this and this, but do it compassionately rather than, what do you mean you don't get this? Are you stupid? Are you thick? What are you doing? You don't understand. Because you're not a Jew, because you're not a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're this, you're black, you're white, you're gay, you're trans, you're this, you need to go boom, you need to go boom. No, be compassionate. Accept everyone for their perfectly perfect imperfections, because we are all perfect and unique. And if someone has an opinion, the way they have been brought up and brainwashed, it's all brainwash. They're all, everyone, each religion is a brainwash. Each government in the world is a brainwash. You watch these adverts, they're brainwashing you. You need the Persil. No, you need Fairy Liquid. You need Ariel. Ours is the best. Ours is the best. Oh, if R1 is 100% better. That one's only the second number. Brainwash. Load of bullshit. Okay? Our beautiful Lavender Moon, I'm going to pick on you, not horribly. Lavender Moon messaged me today, and I can't remember what it said, but she said she did her cleaning, and what did she use? Correct me if I'm wrong. She said she used lemon juice and was it baking soda? And she said it gleamed beautifully and smelt lovely. I mean, I'm going to go to school, what Miss Giles always said, remember, it's never what you say, it's how you say it. Correct. So Lavender Moon has not been brainwashed with all these, you need this product, you need Stiff, you need Flash, you need this, No. She went au natural. No, I don't know whether you did the cleaning in au natural. But she said it smells amazing. It came up with a gleam. And it's like, yeah, because it's natural for her home. She's got a little fur baby, so she has to think about the chemicals there, and so on and so forth. But it's like, but it's like, yeah, she did all this. And the house is gleaming, it's smelling beautiful. I don't know, it was lemon and I don't know what it is, I can't remember. That conversation was a few hours ago and I've been recording since then. Bim, boof, boof. But it's like, yeah. But someone else might turn around and go, what do you mean? Baking soda, white vinegar, lemon essential oil, amazing. Yeah, now, I'm not going to be hot because that is perfect. That a white vinegar, don't half clean your windows. White vinegar and newspaper. Did you use newspaper or did you use old pair of knickers? Because that's what you do, old pair of knickers or newspaper to clean your windows. Very old fashioned. Now, someone else from Sif or Flash will go, what the effing hell do you think? You won't get it clean with that and da 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 da. But Jif smells of lemon and there's lemon in it. But they would have a right old go. But yes, they're entitled. But you know what? What you could turn round and go, yeah, I used mine and it came up and you're going with yours. You're entitled to use Sif, you're entitled to use Flash, I can't think of any other products. Aldi own, Tesco's own, whatever. And you do this. And there's no right or wrong way, but it's like natural. And it's probably better. And lemon essential oil is a disinfectant, an antiviral, antihistamine, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-whatever, disinfectant. Much more natural and stuff. We use the proof in the pictures how well it came up. Yeah, I know! It was absolutely freaking awesome. It looked stunning and I bet it smelled amazing. And think how much healthier it is. But if you've got these big companies, Flash hate you, Lavender Moon. Flash can't stand you. No! They want you to pollute the water. They want to pollute the drains. Like I polluted the drains yesterday with all the time and things like that. But it's like, they're not happy. But they're entitled to their opinion. But hopefully they won't slag you off as, who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? Yeah. And this is where it's been the compassionate towards people. Compassion. And as you said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if you have to resort to name calling, it just shows that what you're trying to say is totally wrong, or you don't know how to put it over properly, because you shouldn't need to call people names. You shouldn't bully people. You shouldn't belittle them. It's not right. It's not being compassionate. And just think, when you start doing that, you are reflecting yourself. It shows how uncompassionate you are towards yourself. It shows how uncompassionate you are to the world. And then you wonder why things go wrong for you. You wonder why you don't succeed. You wonder why you don't get the abundance you want, because you're not kind and loving to others. The universe ain't going to be kind and loving back to you. Who is the universe going to raise up? The people who share their love and compassion, or they're going to raise up the bullies? Now, you might say, yeah, these bullies are narcissists. They all come tumbling down eventually. They all come tumbling down eventually. Boris Johnson, Matt, whatever. You see them all. You see them all coming tumbling down, one after another. It all comes out in the wash. They all say it comes out ha ha, another one bites the dust. Exactly. But you see it. And then, of course, he's when the report came out, not Johnson, but this is Boris Johnson. He's got a very strong lesson to learn. He has a very strong. When he got to see the report, he was saying, "Oh, it's all bullshit. It's this." He knew. He was dreading that report coming out, because he knew he was going to be found out. He knew the truth was coming out. And when what he was doing, he was making a lot of smoke without the fire. Oh, this is bullshit. He's having a go at me, having a go at that. Because he was trying to make himself to still become the victim. Poor me, poor me, poor me. But we saw through it. It's come out. And there's now even more stuff coming out of about the COVID. But first of all, when the police said, oh, we investigated this photograph and it was okay. Now the video has come out of that party. It's like, oh, I think we need to investigate. But the thing is, when they investigated the photograph, they were still lying. They were still lying, holding that, because they knew they were in the wrong. But suddenly the videos come out and it's like shite. And there's evidence. Life's lessons: don't do to others what you would like them to do. Yeah, and it's coming back and biting them on their bottom, isn't it? Well and truly. But he's not compassionate. The truth always comes out in the end. It does. And the trouble is, they don't like it, because what's happened, their pedestal is gone. Look at look at the big business. When the banks go crashing down, the world comes down, the oil prices and everything like that, because they're losing their money and things like that, because it's this elitism. Don't worry about the little people, but it's the elitism. But they'll come crashing down eventually. It may take a year, it may take 10 years, it may take 100 years. It's crashing down, and they do everything they can to stay up there, to keep us down. And they don't like it, and it's like, oh, they loved COVID. They absolutely loved COVID. They were in their utter element. And look at all the billions of pounds that they sent here, money here and here, there, and it's all coming out. It was a fiddle here and a fiddle there and a fiddle here and a fiddle there. It's just like, don't let me get political, but it's like being compassionate. But if he'd been kind and gentle and honest, this wouldn't have been coming. He should have gone around, yeah, we did it. And people would have gone, okay, you've admitted it. And yes, it would, but it would have been all blown over. Yes, we had a party. We were in the wrong. Sorry. But no, they wouldn't do that. They made excuse. No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And then it came out. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, that. Oh, you were da. What they should have done. Yes, hands up, we did it. And what we would have done is, okay, slap on the wrist. But because they didn't do that, they tried to hide and hide. They've made it 10 times worse. They've turned dog shit into elephant manure. or rhinoceros manure, even bigger. I think rhinoceros manure is even bigger than elephant manure. But if they dealt with it first and emitted it, it would have done and dusted and blown over. And you never know, Boris Johnson might have still been there here as Prime Minister. Okay, but it does, the truth comes out. But we have to shift our perspective. And if you start always working from compassion with yourself, being compassionate towards others, being of service, and it's always like, okay, I would like to have this abundance of money. But yes, the abundance of money will allow me to live my life comfortably. But when I have more than enough, what can I do with that more than enough? And I've got these dreams. I help the local women's refuge. You know, I'd help to rehome animals. I'd be able to help women over in Africa and or in Afghanistan and things like that. You know, the depressed people, no, suppressed people. That's if I had all this extra money. Yes, I can have, because they're having a solid foundation, being able to have that. And money is important. Like I said, if you haven't got money, you couldn't pay your rent, you wouldn't have anywhere to live. So people go, money isn't important to me. That is complete and utter bullshit. What they mean is, I don't need a massive amount. I just want to be comfortably off. I just want this. And when you are comfortably off, and then anything excess, you can there. So when people say money isn't important, that is the most selfish thing ever. Money is bloody important to me. Very important. Money pays my rent. Money buys me my clothes. Money bought me my I put it away, my Glastonbury tickets. Money bought me memories. Having an excess money, I can also, not only does it bring me joy, I can share my compassion. Money bought me my laptop so I can talk to you. Money pays for my internet. Money pays for my phone. Money bought me my deck of cards. Okay, it is very important to me. But what is more important is having an excess. Why? Because not only is it compassion, I can share with other people who haven't got it. I can share this extra money to help women in refuge. I can help people, Oxfam, or I wouldn't know, but I can help local charity shops. I can help the local animal rescue centres. I can help rehome animals. I can, you know, whatever it is, you know, if there's a child who needs a specialist wheelchair and they're struggling, if I've got the money, the excess money, so money is important because I can then share my compassion of my money with other people. But you tell me, you show me a trillionaire person, someone who's got £1 million, £1 billion, £1 trillion. They still have to poo. They still have to wee. They still have to drink. They still have to breathe. They still have to move their body. They still need to sleep. It doesn't matter. You're a human being. So whether you got all this money or no money, you still got to poo out your arse and wee. You still cut, if you cut yourself, you bleed. If you fall and break your hip, you're still a human being at the end of the day. And you've got to be compassionate to everyone. And being compassionate to yourself, being compassionate to others. And when you say it doesn't matter, it does matter. And being kind and being of service to others is the most important way of manifesting things into your life. People might say, oh, look at them, they manifested it. It will come back and bite them. People who suddenly get a load of money, they lose it just as quick as they lose it because they're not compassionate about it. They're not caring about it. You know, they get all this money and then £1 million. They won the lottery and then a year later they got no money. What have they done with it? Well, they spent it on drugs. They spent it on alcohol. They spent it on this. They spent it on that. They didn't be compassionate to go, you know what? I've got all this money. How can I share it? And if they started sharing it instead of being non-compassionate, being compassion, they probably still got their millions of pounds. Right. Who wants a card? Who wants a card? Now, I'm very excited. Some of you may or may not have had an email from me today, but I think some of those who are watching tonight who've had an email already subscribed. I just need 11 more people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I would have got 777 subscribers. Woohoo! So, do you have any members of your family who use YouTube? I would so love one. Hello, Mina. Yeah, anyone who is on my YouTube. So I'm going to first of all share. Mina, share. Lovely. It's great. Absolutely. It's if you look for me, Julie-Sian 777. That's my YouTube channel. Are you going to be my 777th YouTube channel? I'm aiming for the 7th of July. I did send people an email, but I think, like I said, Sally, you are already subscribed. I think Lavender Moon is subscribed twice. I don't know how she's managed that, but she's subscribed twice. I think Tara's subscribed, etc., etc. So, before I do the reading, Mina, I did do the disclaimer right at the beginning. So I have done my legal disclaimer because I'm doing this from the UK. So I have done the legal disclaimer for the cards. Okay. So, yeah. So do you know anyone who uses YouTube? If you know anyone who uses YouTube, ask them, please subscribe. I've subscribed. I know you have. How the hell did you do that? I know. Okay. So, we're going to do Lavender Moon because she subscribed twice and she has shared. Mina, could you please share this video? Because you never know, someone on your Facebook Live may need a card. Someone, Mina, around you may be looking for guidance. If you could share this, this would be most amazing. So share and subscribe, and let's see if we can do this. So, we've got 5 people here, so we're going to do 5 amazing readings. Lavender Man, Lavender Man, Lavender Moon, are you ready? Law of attraction, the law of polarity. We're talking about lots of different laws of things. Okay, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon. Hang on, I nearly dropped the whole lot. Hang on, let me do this. Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon, Lavender Moon. We've got that. Oh no, hang on, this one's sticking out. Your mind is an altar to source energy. Your mind is an altar to the source energy. Look at that purple. Look at that lavender. That is lavender. Look at the colour. That is lavender. Your mind is an altar to source energy. Oh my God. It is. We are connected. We are from source. We are of source. We come from source. We will return to source. We're stardust. Okay. Your mind is the altar source of your energy. Energy cannot stop all things. It just transforms. You know, ice to water to steam. And then it freezes, and ice to water to steam. It's still energy. It is an energy. And the source is giving you energy. And it goes into your mind. And then when you use that mind, you can then action these ideas into creating more energy. But your thought is an energy. And then when you act it, you know, I think I'll write a book. You think it, you pick up your pen, you start writing your book. You've then manifested your energy from the thought is gone onto the paper and then printed. Wow, yes, my mind is my manifesting tool. Definitely. So there's your confirmations there. So then we've got Sally, beautiful Sally. I think you shared tonight, Sally. I think you shared. So Sally. And Sally, I think you are subscribed to YouTube. So we'll do Sally and then we'll do Mina. So we'll do Sally. Welcome, Mina. Welcome, Mina. Welcome. And apart from... Oh! I've dropped everything. Hang on. You're not having half the deck, Sally. Ain't got time for half the decks. Sally. You're welcome, Lavender Moon, and thank you for joining. So Sally has... You are a divine facet of the universe. Sally, yes you are. And you know what this important facet of the universe is? With your law degree, you're going to be helping the underdogs. And that is our divine facet. I know, Spoilsville. You are a divine facet of the universe. Your facet is here to help the underdog. Your facet is there to stand up for those who are unable to find their voice. You have gone through going through a hell of a journey at the moment, but your journey is being a divine facet to enable other people, to help other people to find their voice, or actually you're going to be their voice for them. You are a divine facet of the universe. You have finally found why you're here. It's taken a little while, but you had to go for it, and now you're standing up for the underdogs, and that is your divine reason you are here. And the universe has put you here because of your divine source, to support the underdogs, to get the truth and the support out there. That is the divine facet that you are. That is why you're here. This is your square. This is someone else's. This is Lavender Mays. That's mine. That's Mina's. That wherever. Together we come together as part of the universe, and we all have our different things, but we come together to make this one universe. I know, they're great. Law of attraction. Right, Mina. Apart from Mina, is there anybody else apart from Mina? Thank you, Mina, for joining. Apart from Mina, is there anybody else here who would like a card but hasn't had one? So I'm going to do Mina now, but apart from Mina, is there anybody else who would like a card but hasn't? Mina. Oh, I'm just going to have a slurp of my tea. Oh, tea. It's the little things. It's the little things I miss. Just connecting. Mina, are you still there? So yes, I'm still here. Hello, I'm still here. I do this on the laptop. I'm not on my phone. Okay, Mina, yes you are. Lovely, doubly. There you go. She popped on. Mina, let's see what we can do. Okay. Again, you're not having, I've just split that. Anyone who's interested, I did a most amazing Pathfinder reading today. My Pathfinder, because I do, as you can see, I do readings, but I don't do just readings, okay? Yes, I can do just an ordinary reading, if that's what you want. But how many of us, Jeanette, sorry, have a reading and go, thank you for that advice, and you disappear and don't do anything with it? I don't do that. We do what we call a Pathfinder. I know, a good decent cup of tea. I find the only time I can get a decent cup of tea is when I make it myself. But hey. Okay, but with the Pathfinder, not only are you getting your reading, you're getting the mentoring, but you actually get the first plan of action. So when you walk away, you actually know what to do with the guidance your guides are giving you. How many times have you had a reading and go, thank you for the message, and then you don't know what to do with it? You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do next. I'm like that too, So yeah, you're the only one who can make a decent cup of tea. I'm the only one who can make a decent cup of tea. And it has to be a mug. Otherwise it's China tea in a China teacup. Okay, I digress. But this is what's so special about the Pathfinder. It's not just a reading that goes, here we are, have a reading, have a guidance, and off you go. Because that really is a waste of your time. The reason why you want guidance is because you want to change from here to here. But you've got the guidance, oh yeah, you got to do it, but you don't know how to do it. This is why you have the Pathfinder. We talk your way through the guidance and a plan of action. I think Lavender Moon, you've had it. I think, Sally's had a lot of Pathfinders, haven't you? Jeanette, have I done you a Pathfinder? But that's what's so special about the Pathfinder. It is more than just a reading. It's more than just guidance. It's actually showing you what you do with this guidance and how you can implement it. And you can start having your one day today, your day one. So Mina, let's see what the universe has to say for you. Yes, you have. I know. And it's really helped you. I mean, look where you are now. I am so sorry, Sally, what I've done to your life. Completely flipped your life up. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, Lavender Moon. Sorry, not sorry. I flipped your life upside down. I know. Oh, there's a flip there. This is for everyone. I'm going to do Mina in a minute. It's safe for you all to shine. This is safe for you all to shine. You helped with the courage. Yeah, you're welcome. And you did the work. I just got out my my toe-capped boots. That's all I did. My toe-capped slippers. You are all safe to shine. You're all safe. Right, Mina, let's do beautiful Mina. And apart from Mina and Jeanette, we'll do Mina and then we'll do Jeanette. Mina. Oh, that's the same. Okay. Did you see it? I've shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and the same card has come up for Mina as Sally. But there's something I want to share. Right, Mina, so you are a divine facet of the universe. There is an important reason why you're here, Mina. And you are just as important to here as everybody else is. But abundance is a state of mind. And abundance is a state of mind. Now, the card for the whole day today is the perspective one, changing the perspective. Abundance is a state of mind. Mina, if you say, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, can you actually say to me, you're standing wherever you are, Mina, you're standing naked in the middle of a road. Okay? If you are saying, and you can't because you've got your phone in your hand, so you have got something. When you suddenly start realizing that an abundance is a state of mind, I know they're brilliant. Look at yourself. Have you got clothes? So you have got clothes. How many pairs of knickers and socks and bras have you got? How many pieces of makeup have you got? How many mugs have you got? How many tea bags or coffee jars have you got? How many books and how many CDs? Have you got a car, a TV? Have you got, like me, I've got crystals? Have you got, oh my God, have I got crystals? Have I got angel ornaments? Have I got decks of cards? Suddenly realize you are rich. You already have an abundance, and you have an abundance of money, and money is energy. And what it is, you've used your money to buy your phone. So yes, you may go, oh, I haven't got anything, but that money was transformed into a phone. That money was transformed into the clothes you're wearing. That money was transformed into your makeup. That money was transformed into your tea bags. That money was transformed into your bed. That money was transformed into your flat, into pay your mortgage, into your apples, your oranges, your chocolate bars, your Starbucks. When you suddenly start looking around you, you have an abundance, and start appreciating what you've got now and give thanks. You then go, wow, look what I've brought and manifested. Then you realize I am rich already and I'm worthy of even more. Does that message make sense to you, Mina? Stop talking about I haven't got this, the poor me, the mindset of the lack. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. You've got frigging awesome. Give thanks to what, and then realize in abundance is a mind. Someone might think £100 is a lot. Someone else might think £1,000 is a lot. Someone else may think £10,000 is a lot. Someone else may think £1,000,000 is a lot. It doesn't matter. You've got something. Yeah, you're going to love that. I will watch the replay for yesterday's card. So, that is that. Then we'll do Jeanette and then we do Shaz. Shaz, I think you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. So we do, thank you for joining. And every time Shaz pops on, I go, got to book Glastonbury. This is the Glastonbury Healing Festival. I've got to think, I've got to book, still haven't booked the Healing Festival yet. So, Jeanette's the dog lady. And I don't mean that horrible. Dogs. Okay, Jeanette, and then I do Shaz. Is there anyone else apart from Jeanette and apart from Chaz, apart from Jeanette and apart from Saj, maybe little Shaz? I like Shaz. We need to get together, Shaz. Let's book a mentoring session and get that business off the plan. Okay, let us do Jeanette. Apart from Jeanette and Shaz, right from the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Jeanette. Relationships are assignments. Oh, I like this, Jeanette. Relationships are assignments. Your assignment today is to meet a narcissistic pig. Your assignment today is to meet wacky Julie-Sian. Your assignment today is to connect with Sally. Your assignment today is to have that dickhead two-timing boyfriend. Your assignment, and you learn from all these assignments. Your relationships are assignments. Your relationship with yourself, Jeanette, is the number one assignment. Learning all your things that you love doing and not doing. That is your assignment. Okay, all right. So, Shaz. Sorry, Andrea, for you popped on. Right, so we do Shaz. We do Shaz. And I know it's like I said this before, like Shaz is a reader, but it's so nice to have someone else do a reading, because when you do your own readings, you read in what you want to hear, not what you should hear. So it's always useful. That's why a lot of readers, I know when Lavender Moon isn't on today, but Lavender Moon is a reader and she likes to have her cards, because when you do your own reading, you read in what you want to hear rather than what you should hear. So Shaz. So let me know when you want to book your set thing, so we can do that. And Andrea, my light attracts light. Oh, Shaz, this is perfect for you. Shaz wants to be a professional full-time reader, and we're going to do that. We're going to set you off. That's if you want to work with me and do that. My light attracts light. Your light is attracting all the perfect clients for you. They are. The right clients are going to come to you, because you're allowing your light to shine. You know what is your mind, body, spirit. You know what is an alignment. And when you know your alignment is this reading and your skills and your mediumship, you are amazing, and you're letting your light shine. And it's attracting the right clients. And the right clients who will pay you for what you're worthy. You are worthy. Like, I charge £50 for a reading, charge £75 for a Pathfinder, because we're the experts. We're the experts. So that's your card. So then, who else have I got to do? Andrea. Apart from Andrea, 1 hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Andrea, 1 hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh, what a time to have your reading. 11111. 11111. Okay, Andrea. Andrea has come home to your body. Come home to your body. I can interpret dreams. I'm not a reader, not done cards for years. Oh, bless you. Oh, it was, I said the wrong one. Bella Luna, interpreter. Yeah. Come home to your body. Yeah. Love yourself for who you are. Stop trying to be this image on the telly, because it's fake. It's photoshopped. They're fake images. They're whatever they are. Come home to your body and be compassionate and loving to yourself. Stand naked in the mirror. How many of you can stand naked in the mirror and go, I am home in my body. I embrace it. I embrace myself for all my beauty. I embrace myself for my freckles, for my funny shaped nose, for my eyes, for my eyebrow, one which is much higher than the other. I embrace my grey hairs. I embrace my tits that are down by my belly button. I embrace my bum that wobbles when I talk. I embrace my armpits when I do, and I got my back wing. I embrace it. You are amazing. Come home to your body. Honor your body, because it is your temple. You reside within. You've done it again. You reside yourself. You really appreciate that message. You're welcome. You reside. Your temple. This is your temple, your body. Come home to it. Give thanks, because your body has been with you from the moment you were conceived. Yes, it may be 1 or 2 little cells, but your body allows you to experience life. Come home to it. Respect it. Be compassionate to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Your body allows you to see the world. Your body allows you to feel the world. Your body allows you to smell the world. Your body allows you to touch. Your body allows you to embrace other people. Your body allows you to walk to the top of a mountain, to swim in the sea. Come home. Respect it. Love it. Take care of it. That's your message, Andrea. Anyone else who hasn't had a card and would like a card? Anyone else who would like a card but hasn't had a card? I've done it again. Does that mean I've done it again, that my readings have come up? This is why I'm called the Manifesting Mental Queen, and I'm known as the International Intuitive Card Reader from around the world. I have clients around the world. People, yeah. And in fact, the other day I go out saying, oh, can't fit you in, which is lovely. Okay, thank you everyone for joining tonight. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope those who joined late watch back, because there's some very strong, powerful messages done tonight. So watch it back, because there's so much stuff I share. As I do free stuff, every night I share stuff. Tomorrow, Fairy Wednesday! And I'm not sure who we're going to be talking about, but we'll be talking about someone or something. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about a god or a goddess, all about how you can manifest abundance. 111333 Christ in one night. I know, absolutely unbelievable. I need to sort out a day of numbers. We need to sort out number day again, so we'll do that. I've just realised Colin's doing nights. That's why he's not here. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me. That's been great. If anyone needs any information about Pathfinder, want to book a booking, you want to go, you know what, I'm going to go for it. My day one is today. You're wanting guidance and you want support in how to take that step. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Change the perspective. Take the action. And it'd be amazing what you can manifest into your life. And remember, compassion starts at yourself. Have an amazing day. Take care. Namaste. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye.